Hi everybody, it's Tracy again. Yeah, I know what's up. I'm making a lot of videos in the last 2 days. I guess that's what you get when I get behind. I just wanted to let everyone know Finding Elizabeth posted a WLS topic of the week video, and I figured I'd do it. It's the first time, but hey, why not? So the topic of the week basically is who are you? It's a get to know you kind of video. Sorry about the shaking. I'm doing this in my living room. I don't have my tripod. So, it is what it is. Y'all know I don't edit. Anyway, so the question is, who are you? Your surgery stats, what surgery and why? And I'll give some details. What is your eating plan? And what is your exercise routine? Basically wanting to know where I'm at in the process. So, I am post-op. VSG, my name on here, Instagram, and Facebook is Flabulous Tracy. So I'm Tracy. And I had my surgery. I had vertical sleeve gastrectomy at Trinity Bariatrics in Steubenville, Ohio on May 22nd, 2017. This is August 22nd, 2017. So it's also my 3-month surgiversary if you're new to my videos. So, I made that video earlier, and here I am again. So, my high weight in May of 2016 was 330 pounds. My surgery weight was 304 pounds, May 22nd. And my current weight is 263.1 today. Sorry, it's all upstairs on my notebook where I usually make my videos. Anyways, yeah, so that's pretty much it about my surgery and the dates, at least, and the stats. Oh, and if you want to know, I'm 5'4". I am 39 years old, and that's it. I was 5'7" when I graduated high school. Long story, lots of details. Part of the reason why I had the surgery. So why did I choose vertical sleeve gastrectomy over, say, the Roux-en-Y or the lap band? It was a personal preference, honestly. At one point in time, I had actually been scheduled to have lap band. I was scared of it, but the surgeon insisted that that's the only surgery he would do. And up until the day of my procedure, I was nervous, and the day of, I backed out. And that was in 2010. So here it is, 7 years later, I finally went and did the sleeve. I knew, sorry, excuse me, hiccups and kind of burp at the same time. Apologize, I just had a huge cup of Fairlife milk. And anyways, so I kind of knew my aunts and a cousin of mine had the Roux-en-Y, and I was worried about the malnourishment part of it. I get that I am on vitamins and will be on vitamins the rest of my life, but vitamin deficiency scared me very much because I was already suffering with iron deficiency earlier in my life and vitamin D deficiency, and that's pretty much been a constant. Sorry about the picture of the kids behind me. Actually, that was when they were little. They are 16 and 19 now, so yeah, it's been a while ago. I just like the cutesy picture of them. Can't blame me. Anyhow, so that's why I chose the sleeve. I just felt that you get almost the same effect as the Roux-en-Y, and you don't have a lot of the effects that are negative. At least in my opinion. Like I said, this is all based on my opinion. If you had that, then that's what you chose, and that was what was best for you. For me, the sleeve was what was best for me. Just happened to be how I decided, and I just think I did make the best decision because I've had a lot of time in the 3 months here after this procedure of doubt. And I've had moments that not necessarily regret, but that I definitely realize that I am a slow loser. There have been a lot of issues with that. I lose on average 1 to 2 pounds a week. That's what my surgeon prefers. But there have been times when people who had surgery the same day as me, they lost 5 or 6 pounds in a week that I might have lost one. And I have noticed that I don't have a lot of restriction. My calories run between 1,000 and 1,200 almost daily. There are times that they're a lot less, and there have been a couple moments where they were more. And as I've said in several other videos, you can eat as much as you let yourself if you graze. It's all about willpower. Those people who tell you this is the easy way out, they're lying. They're confused and they have no idea. This is effort from day one. You change everything about your eating style. Your lifestyle changes, so your personality changes along with it. You discover things about yourself along the way, and some of those things can be a bit shocking. Like the fact that I was in denial of being slightly lazy. Slightly. And I was in denial of food addiction, even though I'm an addictions therapist. These things are all a reality now. This tool is an eye-opener in so many ways. It will make you see yourself so much differently. Believe me, if you were contemplating it, even when I've had my moments of regret, it was regret not because I regret the surgery. It was regret of what I had done during that week to myself, making myself feel guilty that I've done this surgery and here I am still doing these things to myself. Those are the regret moments I have had. So to continue with the topic, I do tend to rant. So if you're just getting to know me, I apologize, but I do have a lot of squirrel moments. And that's just me. So that is why I had the VSG. And I knew that there may come a day when I may need, not that I ever aim for failure, but if I do fail or not be as successful as I choose, I would like to be able to have a safer version of a revision. In no way am I knocking anybody who has any revision. It's scary. Once you've had one and then to have a revision, it's terrifying. So I'm hoping that that does not happen to me. I know many people early on, even as far in as I am at 3 months, think that this isn't going to work for them. And I've had many, many days where I thought this surgery is not going to work for me. We've all been there. And little by little, it surely is working. And I am working for me. Remember that. You are working for you. It's not just a surgery, it's a tool. It's no different than a BMI calculator. It is a tool, guys. Yes, it physically forces you to stop, but you can just eat more later. You have to manually make yourself stop. You have to change everything, and your mind is the biggest issues here. You will find that we are fat here before we are fat anywhere else. And I have discovered that. So, long version of why I had my surgery. Anyways, my eating plan. I try to keep myself under 60 grams of carbs a day. I am supposed to eat between 800 and 1,000 calories a day per my surgeon. He honestly thinks it should be well-rounded. Does not like the fact that I'm cutting carbs, at least to the extent that I am. He does not like the fact that I'm keto-ish. He thinks well-rounded is best. That you should have equally distributed carbs and fats and everything healthy, like the food pyramid says. And I personally have found that I am very carb sensitive. I hold on to weight when I have high amounts of carbs. It's just something I've discovered about myself through this process, and I had no idea before. None. And I was a very carb happy person. I'm a comfort foods girl. I am a pasta, potato, rice kind of girl. And yes, I eat some potatoes, but the meat serving would be this big and the potatoes would be astronomical. So these are things I have had to change. Now, my serving of potatoes may be that big, which I very rarely let myself have potatoes now. I think twice since surgery. Sweets. The only sweets I let myself have is Halo Top ice cream, fruits, and pudding, sugar-free pudding. I have sugar-free popsicles, anything like sugar-free. I very much limit myself. I think it's about 25 grams of sugar max a day. I look at everything I take into my body. If it has more than 5 grams of sugar in a serving, it doesn't go into my body. That is just something that I have been really strict with myself about. My water, I will show you. I tend to do Life Water, and I add A&W root beer packets. They're sugar-free. This bottle, the size is like 34-ounce bottle. It would take normally for everyone else 2 packets according to the directions. But I personally only like it with 1. I think 2 packets is a bit too sweet. And like I said, everything is too sweet. I brought in the bottle to show you what milk I drink. This is the milk that I drink. I buy it at Kroger's. So if you have a Kroger's in your area, that's it. The one Kroger's nearest my work only has it in the 2% version. There is a Kroger's in St. Clairsville, which is a town about 30 minutes from my home, on the opposite direction, that has skim, which when I go that way, I definitely bulk up on the skim because that's what I prefer. It is what it is. Either way, you get 13 grams of protein in 1 cup of that, and it's going to be backwards, so it's not even going to, sorry. In 1 cup, it's 120 calories, 4.5 grams of fat, saturated fat 3 grams, trans fat 0. Sodium is 120 milligrams. That's not the best, but it's not the worst either. Total carbohydrates is 6 grams. Dietary fiber 0. Sugars is 6. Yes, I do allow myself that because the protein is very worth it to me. So it's 1 gram over. It goes in my body. It's okay because I do make sure I drink water when I drink the milk. So it's 13 grams of protein, as I said. This has been a godsend. Sugar-free creamers in my coffee now. I tend to use Premier Protein shakes. I prefer the premix. Before surgery, I preferred powder. So that is something that my taste buds have changed. Yeah, the vanilla is excellent for coffee creamer. So it's a good way to get 30 grams of protein and have your coffee too. So my surgeon does allow me to continue to have coffee. I'm allowed to have caffeine, but he only wants me to do 1 to 2 cups a day. He knows that I'm kind of a coffee fanatic. I can drink coffee all day, every day. It's kind of a thing in my family. My grandmother had a pot of coffee going 24 hours a day in a huge percolator pot like you would have at a family gathering or a party. And she had that going all the time. So it was kind of, I don't know, we had coffee with cream over toast many a times for breakfast, and some folks had tea and toast. My mom preferred that, so, you know, it was kind of weird. See, carbs. Told you, I'm a very carby person, so I definitely want keto-ish, but I watch it. I can't refer to myself as eating keto because I'm not that strict, but I try to be in that range. I even have the ketosis test strips, and so far have not been in ketosis yet, so I don't know. Maybe I need to cut the carbs a bit more because my fat, when I do my Fitness Pal app, it's about 60%, sometimes 80% fat. So I'm not sure. I really, like I said, haven't taken the time to research it enough. I know what I'm doing right now is working to the surgeon's expectations. So that works for me. Exercise. So what I do for exercise, as of right now, I work 10-hour days. So sometimes I get up early enough to work out on my Gazelle for about 30 minutes before work. I have a bicycle, which I have not rode at all, because by the time I get home, it's pretty much dark. and walking. So far, that's it. Walking 30 minutes a day extra, other than regular walking. But as I've said, I have a sedentary job. I am a drug and alcohol therapist, so I don't really get a lot of walking in a day. So I do the best that I can, walk 30 minutes every evening if I get the chance. I also am in college online, so I do homework. I know it's all excuses, but right now that is my life. I am about to pick up an internship for my bachelor's degree, and life is just busy, as it is for all of us. I understand. So I'm just trying to fit 30 minutes of exercise in every day for at least 4 days a week. And that's okay by my surgeon's office. That's what they want. And it is what it is. So that is me, guys. I think I've answered all the questions. Basically, who am I? Yeah. My surgery stats, we did that. What surgery, why? Overwhelmingly, we covered that topic. My eating plan, yeah. And exercise. I need to do more. I have been informed that I had Planet Fitness membership at one point in time, and after a year of not using it and paying for it, I went ahead and canceled that membership. I have seriously been debating going ahead and picking it back up, but I know how I am. In high school, when I was weight training, I was very much a grunting weightlifter, and I know they're anti-grunt on the weightlifting. So I am debating Anytime Fitness, which I just found out offers discounts if you're a bariatric patient at my clinic. So I can verify that. They wrote me a letter to verify, and I'm debating going ahead and going to Anytime Fitness. And I'm going to look into it. So I know I need a gym membership. I know I need to start being more physically active. And any of you guys can offer suggestions on, like, diet, what works best, because like I said, there are very rarely days that I feel full. I graze a lot. I still catch myself doing it, and I know it's just a matter of getting my head around this. All the support that I've had on my channel is amazing. Instagram, you are all amazing. So to all of you who are supporting me on my journey, you have no idea how much I appreciate it. For the chance, Finding Elizabeth, thank you so much for the chance to put myself out there for the world to get to know me and to have the support of the community. I really appreciate all you do for all of us. You're an inspiration, and don't let any negative crap from you-know-who, Mr. Dr. Man, affect you at all, because you're amazing. We all love you. Anyways, so that's me. So till my next video, guys, good luck. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.